Senator Tillis.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you all for being here. I've been in the Senate since 2015. I've been on Judiciary Committee since the beginning of that. I've sat through a hearing at least every Congress, and it's much of the same. We haven't done a damn thing. And a lot of that is because it is thorny, and people only want to listen to one side of the argument and not both sides of the argument. I have co-sponsored and supported efforts to have a path to citizenship for the DACA population. I also felt very strongly that we have to secure the border first. This administration, just a quick question, anybody just raise your hands if you agree. Do you believe that there are roughly 9 million encounters at the border since President Biden's been in office? Some number less than that are people who have ultimately made their way to this country. Do they deserve a path to citizenship? Let's call it 7 million who have crossed the border illegally since Biden came into office. Does anybody here think they deserve a path to citizenship? Okay, we have one in the audience. Do we believe that people that crossed the border illegally during the Trump administration deserve a path to citizenship? Okay. Do we believe that I think even the DACA legislation, I think the number is 2012. Do we believe that anybody who's crossed the border since 2012 deserves a path to citizenship? Well, I have to, there's a difference here, because I'm assuming because y'all didn't raise your hand that we're back to the traditional definition of DACA or dreamer population. But guess what? If we don't have an answer for the unmanaged border, there's no earthly way that we're going to get a path to citizenship for a population that I've supported. I've taken all the hits for supporting a path to citizenship. I support it for the reasons some of my colleagues across the aisle have. But I do believe, I think that the chair commented on, there is a huge pull factor. We're the United States of America. We're not one of the greatest countries that's ever existed. Thanks for actually being willing to risk your life and risk the lives of your children for coming to this country. On the one hand, it's a great compliment. On the other hand, for somebody like me who's trying to get a path to citizenship and secure the border, stop it. Because every single person who crosses that border illegally puts me further away from getting a path to citizenship to the very people that those of you who are on the panel who support it want to have it. Stop it. Now we don't even have an administration. You know why the James Lankford bill imploded? A lot of good policy in it. Zero trust in the Biden administration for securing the border. Zero trust. And there's a good reason why. When you've got Democrat mayors saying we cannot handle the load that's coming on us because we're moving people off the border into New York and Chicago, when they have to experience the pain that Texas and some of the border states experience, guess what? They've been doing it for years. So we've created a problem that isn't going to get fixed until people who support a path to citizenship can finish the sentence by saying, and secure the border and stop the illegal crossings. And the people who say that we don't need foreign workers, that we don't need more people, I, for one, think we probably need about 500,000 more people a year to solve our demographic problem, to avoid what's happened in Japan and Western nations. But it's the people who say there's nothing to see here at the border, it's not a crisis, it's on you. Because until you recognize it is a problem, it is a crisis, you have to come here in an orderly fashion. You have to respect our laws. Don't let your first encounter with the United States of America be avoiding and ignoring our laws about legal immigration. Get frustrated. Advocate for more people coming across, but understand that's a problem, folks. Help me help you. If you want the dreamers to have certainty and have a path to citizenship, if you want the DACA population, as I do, to want certainty and have a path to citizenship, then stop trying to have it both ways. Because that is partisan, it's ideologically driven, and it will result in making these poor people that I am trying to get a path to citizenship further away from ever getting it. So stop talking past each other. Stop only liking one side of the equation. Stop pretending you like bipartisanship if, in fact, you won't support both sides of the equation. That is strong border policy, respect our laws, come here on an orderly basis, and then count me in for for trying to get about 500,000 more into this country legally and doing something right for the DACA and Dreamer population. Thank you.
Thank you,